Hello and welcome to a brand spanking new series with the Great War mod. So don't worry, the Germany campaign will continue, but it has been now officially been released. The mod, it's in 1.3 open beta, so there are some new fixes, there are some new tags, and a lot of other stuff. So I thought, why not start a second campaign, as the Germany campaign is nearing its end, where only the US still needs to be invaded. So let's start. Now, speaking of the US, why the hell don't we play as the United States of America? Now, they're not on this list, so we actually need to go out there and find them ourselves. I believe they were over right there. Now, I'm gonna turn off historical AI, make it a little bit more, William H. Taft. Alright. Sorry, I'm just thinking. So yeah, we are gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do much else. Just keep it as it is, because we're gonna kind of play our own campaign as the Empire of America. So first of all, we're gonna switch our philosophy to something more in kin with what it is, might be useful for us to do. So yeah, fascism it is. I think that's the closest thing we can come to a emperor. I don't know who our fascist leader will be. I have no clue. I know very little. National Guard. I like that hat. I'll keep that hat. This might be actually our entire army. Now I'm considering the US at this point was not much of a military powerhouse as they are today. Though the First World War kind of led them to become one of their military powerhouses. They had very little industry regarding to warfare. That changed significantly. They became one of the largest ammunition suppliers for the First World War, which kind of spearheaded them as the, military powerhouse they are today. Alright, so yeah, this is literally, we only have a National Guard. That's it, right? And a horse. Woohoo! The cavalry division. Alright. Alright, so this is, I'm gonna treat this as our military police, I guess. We got infantry divisions, which I'm gonna kind of flip immediately to a regular helmet default symbol. Oh wow, that's new. They might have changed the default symbols of all the soldiers. Oh, that might be the case. Hey, Wolfers. Oh, that's not our icon. It looks like it though. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying, but sure, I guess. Our regular infantry. You guys are become the backbone of protection and everything. So let's just select all of you. Can I do it like that? Nope. I need to zoom out a little more. Now, do I have all of you? Oh, I actually have infantry brigades. That's awesome. Alright, so I kind of need to organize this in that case. You guys are gonna go to the defense theater. Alright, you'll have low priority, because you'll just be defensive. And, alright, that's 27. Let's see, there are a couple more. Let's see, let's do this the other way around. It might be a bit easier. Wow, we've got 5, perhaps even more. We've got a National Guard. There's no additional equipment change there. Nice. Okay, so there are a couple of them who are not in an army yet. Which 2 of them are for here. And 2 of them are for the National Guards. Alright, awesome. So we got that set up. Let's, start giving these guys the orders to defend their lands. This is the basic start of everything. We need to do a lot of work. So that is something that needs to be defended. This is something that needs to be defended. And then there is, of course, the entire US of A that, we want to defend from our enemies. So we're basically going to set up a coastal defense line here. I'm not going to do anything with the center yet, because I highly doubt there's going to be much work on us. And I want these islands defended, because they're kind of the vulnerable points of our lands, and I want to keep these. at least have something there that might be able to, you know, defend the interests of the United States in the Pacific. Alright, this is French. I guess this is France as well. Yes. I have no clue what islands are all owned by the United States by now in this time period. There's some United States islands over there. And of course they somehow have their colonies in the Philippines. I never knew this. That the Philippines were such that they were it was US soil. Alright, they've got some island over there. Okay, right, of course we got that as well. I think that's all our territory. Alright, so you guys don't really need a commander. I'll give you one though. Field Marshal Tasker A Blitz. That's the only Field Marshal we have? Nah. See, we got more. That's an old guard. We don't want the old guard. We don't want them because they take, they gain less experience, so that's not as useful. Alright, technology. So there's apparently some new technology out there. Believe that's similar. There might be just a little bit more variances in between. I don't know that for sure. This is the same. This still looks relatively the same. Artillery. Yeah, this still is the same as well. Land doctrines, naval doctrines. There's some air stuff here. I believe this is also still the same. Doctrines don't change. Engineering hasn't changed anything. And industry. Yeah, there's some new tech here. Definitely medicine. That's new. As well as fortification. Oh, that's nice, actually. And able to build trenches. Able to build trenches to level 10. Oh, you can only build level 1 to level 20. That's actually kind of amazing. Let's see. Construction speed plus 2%. That's nice. Land forged. And anti-air. Makes sense that you cannot build these at the start. So yeah, that's kind of awesome. Let's see. Supply consumption, infantry recovery rate, supply consumption, infantry recovery rate, and reinforce rates. That's nice. That's really nice. That's still the same. So yeah, there's some couple more texts. I believe there's a little bit more here, but I can't remember all those trees at the top of my head. But I believe there's a few more intricacies here. Integers, whatever you want to call them. So yes, well, that doesn't really change much because, you know, what do you start with? Well, basic hand tools. Let's start with that. Supply consumption for now is not that important yet, so we'll go with construction. And we're going to look at technology. Let's go over research time, because that makes sense to actually take up. There's this reinforce rate, this is submarine attack. There's not really that much of a necessity to get now. We're only in 1910, so we are good on that. We want to go for Marines at some point, but that's not a necessity right now. I do want my military police as soon as possible, because we're kind of going to need it, because we're going to be involved in a lot of wars. Right, there are civilian factories, so let's just start building a couple of, you know, civilian factories everywhere. Let's take a look at it later, because there's... Wait, did I give one of you two? That's not... No. Because some of these either have very low development, and I want to kind of change that up. So the central heartland of the US is kind of underdeveloped, and this is already very developed. So what are we looking at here? Civilian and naval. I guess more militaries here, and same here. So there's a lot of civilian factories, but I don't think the US has a high amount of... Yeah, look at that. This is our total industry. We've got a lot of civilian factories, but we have very few military factories. So let's start with that. We're gonna need a lot of sport equipment, so something like that, and I probably need to add on something like, I don't know, field artillery might be useful to get a couple points in. As well as eventually horse-drawn vehicles, but that's not really as important right now. For now, I just mostly need weaponry. Right, free dockyards. Woohoo! So let's put a couple of them on convoy, because we kind of need those convoys. Now, there is some other stuff here. Submarines are kind of nice at the start, as they just protect your lands. So I kind of want to start building a submarine division as well. And then the destroyers are going to be useful as well. Right, so okay, there are a lot of fleets: that Atlantic Reserve Fleet, Caribbean Squadron, Pacific Fleet, Submarine Flotilla. Okay, so there are a couple of fleets I want to keep an eye on. There's the Asia Fleet. That's got to mostly take control over the areas more around the Philippines, so they will put in protective detail around there. Then we got a Pacific Fleet. It's mostly just for protective duties here and assisting in the attacks on the right there. Same goes for the Atlantic Fleet. It's mostly going to focus all down there until we get in war with the other guys. All right, so I need to organize the fleet, but I'm going to first look at the national focus tree because I haven't done that yet. All right, so we have the national. Let's see, Underwood Traffic Act, industry, nice. Anti-Mexican sentiment leads to what? Why would I do that? It's a reaction up to the Mexican Revolution reaction. Alright. I don't think that really excludes... Why would I do this? This gives me a base national unity. Might lead to something interesting. I don't know. Anyway, free speech, all that kind of stuff. Soviet States of America. But a Communist Party becomes a ruling party. Change popularity to communism 100%. That's not really what I was looking forward to. So... Oh, that's interesting. Mexican Revolution reaction. Okay. Army at the border. Send revolutionary weapons. Invade Mexico. That's nice. Gets puppet war focus against Mexico. Well, a lot of national unity becomes back. Join the Central Powers. Alright, an interesting bit here is that there is a way to become a communist state through our focus tree, but it doesn't look like there is a way to become either... Well, we are a democracy, so that doesn't change, but there is no way to become a... Yeah, that's interesting. Why is that? So communism is easy to gain. But it's difficult to get. Alright. Oh. That's interesting. This might lead us to another... Wow, okay. There are some interesting things we're gonna get to. Yeah, that's not interesting. Because then, you know, we have that land right now, so why do I want to do that? Alright, so pacifism, requires war in Europe debates, isolationism. There's no desire to go down this. Right, standard military trees, standard industrial tree, and standard naval tree. So there's a little bit of interest here. So fascism is not within the tree itself. So let's go for political effort. Get those points. Nice. Modify the government. We can modify our government already. Nice. Well, let's see. We've got our Quartermaster General, Logical Crusader, Smooth Talker, Democrat, Compassionate Gentleman, War Industrialist, Captain of Industry. Wait. Okay. So there is no way to become a fascist. So the only way we can do this... Okay, this is the Ku Klux Klan. That makes sense that we cannot become them. Alright, so become communist. It's not really what I had in mind. But if it's the only way for us to go for those... Yeah, it didn't make, you know, looking at this, this makes total sense. If the fascist party is the Ku Klux Klan, that doesn't work that way. So yeah, communism it is. So we can freely declare war willy-nilly. Not as much as the fascists, but, you know, it works. No divisions in basic trading. Well, this can just deploy somewhere, probably preferably on the coast. Somewhere like right there. And you'll be automatically added into this army. Well, did I just do that wrong? I think I did. There we go. Alright, now here's the American theater. We need a general to do this. Fort Busters. Well, Hunter Liggett. I think our first target is Mexico, so border up there. We've got 7. Train. 1, 2, you know, somewhere here. Add on to that front line itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna do another one. It gives us 14. This puts it at 5 to location set somewhere around the same place. It automatically just creates an army that does what we want it to do. There we go. Nice. National Guard is fine. Infantry divisions will add. I will add more stuff later, like support artilleries. Are we building artillery already? Yes, we are. Alright, so I can already just edit this division and add artillery. There we go. Alright, so this gets the basic setup of everything. Now we need to organize the fleet, and there is no such thing as an air fleet. Well, that saves us a lot of trouble. Submarine flotilla, where the hell do you call... Where are you? What do you call home? Ah, you're in New Orleans. Alright, well, I think... Let's see, is there a wolf here? Nope. Number of ships in first contact. Let's see. We don't want a retreat decision chance. I like this one. 4 submarines. Go convoy raiding. Just around here. There's not much else to do here. So production, submarines. You'll go to the submarine flotilla. Alright, now there are some other fleets that we need to take a look at. First of all, you're the Caribbean Squadron. I'm gonna link you up the Atlantic, I guess. So there is the Caribbean, Atlantic Reserve, and Atlantic Fleet. I want you to all merge up. Let's see, what's the biggest harbor we have around here? This is 2, this is 2, this is 1, it's a 2, this is a 1, this is a 10. So you keep that. Emerging role required to happen. You become the Atlantic Fleet. You put Admiral Wilson, Benson. Why did I say Wilson? Anyway, now we got the Asiatic and the Pacific Fleet. You can take that as your naval base. You'll merge up right there. And you can have Henry T. Mayo. The inventor of mayonnaise. Is that a piece of trivia? No, it's not. Well, it might be, actually, for all I know. I would not know. So we can still get this armed population. This is gonna take a while to go through. Cannot replace undisturbed isolationists. So this is gonna be a bit of a bitch, but we'll somehow get through it. Alright, I think it's time for us to unpause. And get things rolling. Welcome to the Great War. You're a veteran. Pick what a force to see how good you are. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just go... Alright. I'm gonna go with the standard experience. Don't mind being challenged, but we're... Alright, so Edward VII's life and namesake has drawn our to a close. Though in the state of grief, the new King George V has received his coronation. Time will tell if he can solve the turbulent situation in Britain that has it inherited. The kings of Britain. I'm kind of peeved that we cannot go for the... that this exists here. So I would have liked to do something else, but the Albanians refused to submit to the Turks. A new Albanian uprising began in Kosovo and the northern mountains. Ottoman government declares martial law and sent military expedition. Alright, South African independence. South Africa came into being on 31st of May 1910 with the unification of the previously separated colonies of Cape Natal, Transvaal, and the Orange Free States. The Union of South America was founded as a dominion of the British Empire. There's still a large chunk of Germany there. Alright, let's take a look. You guys have very low priority in getting any equipment. Can I move this entire list down? Ah, yes, good, because you'll be on the bottom. You'll be on the bottom. Right, production is ramping up. I'm gonna take a look at the factories soon-ish, because there is probably some balancing that I want to do. Let's see, first of all, some military factories up in these states. Civilian, 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 civilian. Civilian factory there. So I want to kind of balance these things. So that they kind of make sense, but I think naval is also fairly important, so... Just there's a little bit of looking at that I want to do later. Let's see, there is a civilian there. I'm going to make a military factory added onto it. There's all these damn islands. Right. We'll try that. Hawaii. Okay, we'll put 2 civilians here. A naval and a... That's a 3rd civilian. There we go. Probably want to... Okay, so there is a level 10 harbor there. Good. Put 1 civilian there. Let's see. I prefer to have more civilians compared to military factories in general, because it just, you know, it boosts everything. I believe that's all she wrote. Wait, we still got the Alaska. So my priority usually is civilian, military, and then naval. It is important to have navy, but let's see. Alright, for now, you know, finish building that list. It's gonna take you long enough anyway. Alright, so are these squadrons now 1? Let's take a look. We have the Pacific Fleet, the Atlantic Fleet, which is big, by the way. Jesus Christ. Alright, you go to the Pacific Fleet for now. You'll patrol with a Mayo. You'll do a patrol around the Mexican coast and our own coasts to protect it. Right, there's the Atlantic Navy, which is big, by the way, which has 4 battle cruisers, 30 battleships, which are smaller, I think, than as battle cruisers for now. Later on, that switches. A couple of destroyers and a lot of light cruisers. For now, this entire fleet is, I think, fine in the way it is. I want you to take care of the US coast like that. Right. Nice. That gets us defended fairly well. I want you to add this region, because I just noticed there's this little bit here, and there's a port, so that can be used for trade. Alright, political effort, modify the government. We'll do that later. Yeah, we'll just probably rush for the Soviet American, because that's the only way we can switch our government to something that we have more freedom in fabrication of claims. Either that, or we need to wait forever till the world tension gets high enough. But even then, I don't really think it suits the theme that I'm going with. So if that's the only way I can, you know, get some control over over everything, guess that's got to be it. So I cannot do the undisturbed isolation thing with free trades. That's fine. I cannot change that. There is no way, is there? I want the war industrialist at some time, but for now I think the refinery is not that important yet, so we'll go with industrial concern for now and speed up that technology. Thank you. For now, let's go with factory output. This also might open up new factories that are available. Japan and Korea are 1. The Korean Empire, a Japanese puppet state since the assassination of Queen Min in 1895 has just signed a treaty with the Japanese government that resulted in full annexation. Though the Russian Empire and the United States are complaining about this measure, no official action has been taken against Japan yet. It seems that Korea's long legacy will go out with nothing more than a whimper. Oh well. A bit harsh, the oh well. But yeah, it is as it is. Right. Let's see. These are light cruisers, I guess. Going to the Pacific Fleet. Well, harbors will be built eventually. Right, improved hand tools. There we go. Mechanical computing. This is 1910. We don't have any tanks and armor variants yet, so I'm not going to bother with that for now. And just focus on that which we do have, which is, you know, our ground forces. A little bit of a weird picture here. Let's see. Organization of the American States. At the 4th International Conference of the American States, Buenos Aires 1910, the name of the organization was changed to the Union of the American Republics, and the Bureau became the Pan-American Union. The Pan-American Union building was constructed in 1910 on the Constitution Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. Strengthen the peace and security of the continent. That doesn't really mention the fact that... okay. Okay, but that doesn't really change the fact that we are kind of justify war goals. Without a war goal, can declare war on a country. Yeah, okay, declare war. There's no justify. Okay, to blah. So there's a lot of democracies there that we need to kind of kick out. All right, you guys are as green as hell, so start training. Same goes for all of you. I just want, you know, for the guys that are actually capable of actually holding their own when, you know, shit starts hitting the fan. It's not a doesn't really look like fun shit hitting fans. Why don't we just take the army experience gain? This gives us the opportunity to go through a some reformations in our army, changing a couple of things here and there. The Underwater Tariff Act, National Reconciliation, you know, base unity. Everybody agrees with the Emperor. The Mexican Republic will fall. Don't worry about that. Heavy industry is done. Let's see. We could go for... I think mining makes sense. There's a little bit of oil production here. But we have, I believe, a lot of oil we're not using. So, yeah, that's not really that necessary for us to use just yet. Portugal becomes a republic. Mirroring their former colony Brazil, the republicans of Portugal have occupied the monarchy. A string of blunders by the monarchy, mostly concerning the colonies and technological development, provoked a very small band of rebels to come together, which quickly earned the support of nearly the entire military. Though the issue the monarchs faced are unlikely to be easily solved anytime soon, at least the anger of the public is quenched for now. The Portuguese Republic is proclaimed. I think it also changes the name to... oh, it just goes to Portugal. Alright. Now, I might need to do a lot of revoking my guarantees at some point, because I don't think I can justify war goals on, you know, people that I have guaranteed. That would not make much sense, in all honesty. Reinforced rate +1, that is actually nice. Perhaps we can start take a look at this. Nope, we are completely up in time with this. Am I making weapons 1 or basic equipment? I wouldn't be surprised that yeah, should change that. If you start me off like that, please change that as well. Trenches, oil production, resource carrying efficiency. This gives me just general more resources, which is nice, but isn't really that much of a necessity as of now. Oh, this just gives me a solid +1% research. I like that. That works for me. Alright, so my army here is starting to come together. Nice. These guys are slowly coming together. Let's see, how much of an army does Mexico have in reality? Let's see, what do we have? Details, sorry. That's... I wouldn't call it impressive, but they have an army. I know, that's a bit, it sounds a bit silly, but it actually makes some sense. Supply consumption -1%. That gives us more a chance to, you know, successfully work through this. This is a lot of mountainous areas, so I might want to start researching mountaineers and create a mountaineers division. Doesn't seem to be a terrible idea. And start adding on recon. There we go. Yes, more support equipment. It's always the kind of the thing, right? Support equipment is so important to have, especially Republic of Mexico, Nuclear War in Mexico, National Reconciliation, the Organization Act. Okay. That's one free military factory. That's exactly what we want. There's nothing really in there that I would really like to have. That's something we are going to need, because I'm going to up a few factories to the top. This is more to do with building at the same time than anything else. But I want also to gain some military production at the same time, as well as expanding our civilian production capabilities. Mining 1 is ready. Let's see. Is there anything in here? This is tank, air support. We don't have any planes to begin with. Let's just start getting, you know, mountaineers. And with that, I'm going to end the video. As it's the first video of a new series, I would like to ask you to, you know, give your opinion by liking or disliking this video, so I know how people feel about it. If you dislike the video, please let me know in the comments down below why, so I might change that in the future. If you want to see more like this, check out the channel. And if you want to keep updated on new videos, which will post twice a day, every 12 hours, you can hit that subscribe button. So, I want to thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.